This is officially the third time I started a stream. This is the third time I've started a stream so far. Because the first time, sorry, hold up, my voice is cracking a bit. Because the first time I was playing Life is Strange, but then I had to pay for the other chapters, so that was out of the picture. Then I started Roblox, but to be honest, I didn't know what to really play. I had no goal because I played Life is Strange. I was like, what am I gonna play on Roblox then? Absolutely nothing. I played random games and I looked stupid while doing it. So now this is my third stream. It's gonna be Genshin because we need to catch up on a few things anyways, like the story. Literally just the story. We need to catch up on the story. We're so behind. I asked my brother and he said I'm way behind and I need to catch up. So we're gonna do that. That is our goal. And yeah, let's not do any stupid stuff we didn't plan next time.
That stretch feels good.
Yeah, let's not do anything stupid next time and actually just plan our streams out. Never again will I just stream because I don't stream without a plan, I guess. We need to continue the story, so we're gonna do that. Also, look, Navia! We're Navia. You know, it would be really fun if we stream VR chat. I'm talking to myself. But what would I even do in there? I'm definitely not chatting it up with everybody. I'm not an extrovert. Fun fact. But yeah, I feel more comfortable when I actually know what I'm doing. Because Roblox, I was playing random games. And I didn't know what I was doing. Hello, little furry creature.
Is something wrong?
Monsieur Neurvalette and Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute.
What? A fight? Hold up. Let's go check. Open sesame. When have they ever fought?
I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved.
Ooh, they're
There is
beefing?
little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not?
Oh, is she about to get exposed right here? I never thought she was the Archon in the first place, to be honest. But hold up, he didn't even know?
Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
How long are you gonna read this?
You mean they're all...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster.
Yeah, they're all
and
dead.
I will not have it happen again.
So, he doesn't even know she's the Archon, or not. What is this guy doing? Just following her blind? How long has she pretended to be the Archon? Because I think she's pretending, because no way an Archon's acting like this.
I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know.
No, I will not.
Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct. Which is why I came to ask you
New
some
camera
questions.
angles? Or camera
There
edits?
should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 featured different images that seemed to correlate to the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon?
We obviously know she does, but I don't know why she won't spill it. She must have a secret.
My deciphering
A
of the
secret she
slates
doesn't want to
indicates
share,
that the Hydro
obviously.
Archon Egeria once had to confess to or apologize for a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand
It
your
is strange.
concerns, but
It is strange.
I'm sorry. I
What's she
just
talking
don't
about?
have anything to tell you.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries.
Exactly. Who is she? Who is the
You
Archon?
have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
What in the world did she break?
So you've been watching me all this time,
Some
have
Danger
you?
Wumpa stuff?
I didn't think you
What's
were
going
that
on here?
type.
You...
Is she actually some super villain that was hiding in the shadows, pretending to be the Archon? She got the real Archon just kidnapped somewhere, tied up in some hole.
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it. There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the
I think
eunuchs,
there's a
but
really
you're
good
still
point.
my
I don't know.
subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just trust in me, your Archon, and do as I say.
You are not the Archon.
Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again. Oh, the opera's about to start. Toodles!
She is out of there. Yeah, I don't think there's any conversation coming out of that. What? Are we falling in love? What's the slow motion nonsense?
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door?
She was out of there. She
Wonder
didn't.
what's up with her. She was smiling. Huh. She didn't seem in the mood to care if we were listening in or
She
not.
seems to be hiding something.
I
Nouvelle.
assume you've been outside for a while now?
Yes, of course.
Oh, you noticed. Seems Farina didn't even realize we were here.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage?
Because she probably has some hidden secret, like she kidnapped the real Archon. I'm afraid questions alone might not suffice. We need to make her understand how dire the situation actually is. I bet she doesn't even care.
Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to.
You know what I think? I'm gonna stick to my theory that she's hiding the Archon somewhere. She got the Archon kidnapped. That's my theory. And that's why she's not telling anyone. And if that isn't the case, they should do that with one of the Archons. The real Archon is tied up somewhere. We need to save the real Archon. And then there's a fake Archon that's taken over, and we don't know until like deep into the story. You know what I mean? Didn't that kind of happen with Nahida? Not really, because no one really stepped up. There was not really an actual character. You know what I mean?
We may have to create a situation in which she will have no choice but to speak.
Take her to court.
Oh? Like what?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial.
Exactly.
Perhaps
exactly.
we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario.
See, great minds think alike.
But Farina's seen so many trials, and she's
That
really
totally
good at
wasn't
dodging
just set up.
questions. How do we make sure that she won't just slip away at the first chance she gets?
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can. If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this.
In that case, we will need help. From who?
But who will lend us their aid to do such a thing?
Oh, I think I know who to call. The Ghostbusters! A few days later, on a boat somewhere in the quiet Poussin. Hope I said that
Well,
right.
That's everyone, huh?
How about you sit down and stop staring at me like that?
Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Hiding?
Poisson was just involved in a disaster,
Lynette!
so it's
Oh my
presently
gosh,
devoid
you're so
of
pretty.
people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
British people.
That's what families should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
It's nice to
Oh my
enjoy
gosh,
tea
Lenny's here
you
too.
know?
Of course he is.
Care for
Why
a
wouldn't
cup?
why wouldn't he be? Is your what's his name? Fremine? Is Fremine here?
Lend me your
Oh,
ears,
Navia!
everyone.
Oh, everybody's here. Jeez.
Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you,
Oh,
friend?
he is here. Jeez. They got the whole group. Who else is coming?
Me? No, I don't think I can.
Why not?
Then, how about you, good sir?
I
Good,
fear
sir.
that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here.
That was a little.
Why
long-winded,
is everybody
don't you think?
here? Is the whole entire city here?
Oh,
Why does
you
people
might be
keep
right.
popping up?
Anyway, to cut to the chase, our friend
Okay,
here,
this has
the
to be the whole-
traveler,
whole
has brought
group.
us together to discuss something. As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps.
Oh, how intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand. And used on the spot. So, let's invite her to explain in detail. A round of applause, please.
Sure. Everyone's really clapping, alright.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public
Why did you
speaking,
get
right?
so close?
This is
Hold
a good
up, back
chance to
up.
practice.
What is she
You might
doing?
even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
I see. And what does my boss say?
That's your boss?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do
He's
go
not
on.
my boss. Why did I smile like that? I mean, it wasn't a bad smile. I was
In
just
that
wondering why I
case-
did it.
Do any of you have experience hunting?
No.
Not that I recall.
Right. What are
Fermine
you
and
talking
I
about?
once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette,
Oh.
Oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
Oh no.
I've also gone diving to catch some fish
Why does he
before.
sound so depressed
Does
right now?
that count?
Like, why is he so depressed? Why does he sound like this? I don't understand.
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee Hunters.
Like, I know usually he's mundane like this. Like, he has like a plain voice, but he just sounds more depressed than usual. I don't know what it is.
Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society. Taking up a trap comprises of the following components.
Boo! We don't
if we
care.
were
Can we get
build
to
a
the
trap
plan?
together,
Oh.
right now, what would you choose to build it with?
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and naturally enter the snare.
What are you yapping about? Why are we talking about pigeons and rabbits and traps?
Our line of work
I think I
requires a
understand the
deft
trap
hand,
part, but
and we're some of the best in the industry, so you can count on our techniques.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children.
why were they bawling?
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker if I do say so myself.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit.
Are you okay?
I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting for the fish to come within reach. That's the kind of method I would count on.
Why does he sound so depressed? What happened?
Calm and steady.
What happened?
Exactly the kind of person who would catch loads of fish.
I feel like he didn't sound this sad before. I don't
And I
I
can
don't
be their
know.
assistant.
Yes, be my assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some. I
All
remember
right.
that you liked those too, didn't you?
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it. If they're realistic enough, animals of the same kind will follow them all the way to the trap.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related experience.
Yeah, man, I don't.
That makes sense. You usually solve problems directly, without the use of any such tricks. But I do have one more question for you, monsieur. If we were to create a trap now, how would you design it?
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey. A more gentle trap would be ideal.
Is this a trap for Farina? Because what are we talking about?
Kind, as always. However, our intention doesn't necessarily change the containment device and the type of implement we need. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
Wait, why's that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides life and death is
It's
often
me, guys. I'm the
exceedingly
skilled
thin.
one. I'm the OPMC
So
right
are
here.
we going hunting together?
I guess so.
Huh. We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters. It kinda works, but maybe it's still not the best metaphor.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on
Intense
trial,
camera
then the
work
hunting
right now.
metaphor is actually quite accurate. But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god, a being whose seat is an exalted throne.
That's right.
Oh, so that's what's going on. Sounds very interesting.
Clarice had other the metaphor. You will not cause this harm because nor has the relationship between you and Farina reached such a dire stage. Oh, I could continue it now. It won't. Oh, that's such a good update because I was literally. I remember when I used to read it, like my life depended on it. Okay, Clorinda. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry. Metaphor was just that, a metaphor. You will not call this a hunt because that's not what you should do at present. Nor has the relationship between you and Farina reached such a dire stage. What you need is simply the secrets she is keeping. Attempting to take her secrets is an act of disrespect, but must be done to prevent Fontaine from sinking into the waters as foretold in the prophecy. There is neither hunter nor prey, but there must be a trap. That is what you will need. I'm so glad they let us read it this time. Okay, so we gotta go to the Spina di Rosula base. How do we leave here? Ooh. Here we go.
It's been a
Also,
tough
Loki,
few days,
hold up.
hasn't it?
I'm gonna change
So
something real
much
quick.
has been happening.
Real quick. Just gonna change something real quick. Just give me a quick second. I'm just gonna let the dialogue play while I do this.
Paimon didn't think the meetings would go on for so long, but everyone seemed pretty fired up, huh?
You are not
Paimon thought they'd
to.
be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little surprised.
Do you feel more confident after the meeting, Spymon? Well, I bet she does. Score.
Well, it's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any experience with this sort of thing. But with you around, Paimon sure will do great. After all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you?
Thank you. Is something wrong?
Did you just pour some tea? Paimon didn't notice you doing that at all.
Did it look like I poured some tea, Paimon? Jeez! Are you blind? Did you see me? I'm sorry.
Then what's that? Paimon's never
Did you see
Don't
me
be
pour it?
frightened.
You think I poured it with my
I'm
mind?
just joining you two for tea. I merely refrained from
talking
saying
about?
anything till now.
Who's talking?
Who's that voice? But there's no one here.
Ah, have you forgotten me already?
Wait,
Who's talking? Are they
you
invisible?
Familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru.
The voice from the sky, I fear that description is wrong. Though, not completely wrong. You're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously.
They sort of sound
I
like
sensed that
Yamiko.
confusion and thus came to you. Guiding people is an irresistible hobby of mine, after all.
Who are you? What do you want with us?
Consider me a
I want to kill
passerby.
you.
Just accepting a commission from my friend's disciple on a whim.
Will Fontaine's prophecy come true? Oh yes, let's ask
The
that.
prophecy. Yes, what has been
Oh.
prophesized will be fulfilled.
Oh,
You may view such things as the history of the future.
interesting. So, can we change that?
Then is there any way we can stop it?
I believe
Yeah, is
you
there?
have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Tevat so easily be changed?
There it is again. Fate. No one would have said my fate.
Ah, so you've caught on.
Mage
Just as
N.
prophecies are usually only
Couldn't
the
this
future
be,
as seen from the perspectives of the gods. Could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall?
I'm probably wrong, but could this be Klee's mom? Like I said, I'm probably wrong, but I'm just throwing it out there in case I'm right. You know what I mean? So I can just come back and be like, I told you so. You know what I mean? Alright, let's go on.
Are the
Let's go.
things
Let's
that
go.
you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive?
What is she talking about?
I have no idea.
It all sounds really impressive and important and stuff, but it also sounds kind of scary.
The tea in the teacup is just about gone as well.
I believe that you understand, right? Some things are insignificant, but others you must reach out to change. Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play your part. This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality. Well, that'll be
I
all
did
for
not
today.
give you that tea.
The voice. It's gone.
Mage N. Is this the clue you're leaving for us? The unexpected... Never mind. Never mind. I thought they changed it, but it seems like... seems I was wrong.
Someone talking. All right, coming.
You're getting more diligent, Paimon.
Hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay?
Ah, excuse you.
Well, I see I've walked
Oh,
in
I
on some
forgot about
lively
Mona.
banter.
Mona!
How have you been these past few days?
Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that Steambird panel. It turned out to be more interesting than I expected. Not all Fontainians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting for the end to come would be wrong, and that they should make their own rescue preparations. I agreed, so we had a brief chat with her.
Did she have pink hair by any chance?
And a camera?
Why, yes, it was Charlotte.
Oh my
I
gosh.
assume you've heard of her, no? That daredevil journalist? I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow their lives to be commandeered by just a few words?
That's right! Paimon's glad to hear something sensible for once.
Ah, yes. About what we had discussed before. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't reach the old hag. I'll try
Old
again
hag?
tonight,
Who
but
are we talking
I
about?
wouldn't get your hopes up.
Actually, someone already came over.
Huh?
You tell Mona about your mysterious guest.
Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
I believe she came to pass a message to us.
She said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon. Most people would believe the gods to be all-knowing, right?
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. She said that N's sense of direction is incredible, and that she loves guiding those who are lost. But I've never met her, and if she were still alive, she'd be... well, suffice it to say that the hag's at least a few hundred now, and N's been around for longer than that.
Whoa. The Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group. But they must really stay in shape to live so long.
I don't think that... Okay.
Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she came to see you personally, then the problem you're facing must truly be of great importance.
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything she said.
Yes, she was quite cryptic.
First time Paimon is
I
real.
suspect she means that there is still a way to turn things around. She didn't say when or what that would be, though, so perhaps it is something that you cannot know right now.
True, her words were meant as helpful hints, but when will we realize their value and meaning? Was that the best answer that my question could have gotten?
Traveler, Paimon, are you two all right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, we're fine. We're just a little down right now. It kind of feels like the end is coming, you know?
Oh, please, Paimon. You know we could dip at the the first chance we get. We can just dip.
I see.
Even if it does
I
flood,
feel
we'll
that
be fine.
same sense of desperation too.
Because I can swim.
I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So far as I have seen, it cannot be swayed.
Is that so? So tell me more about Kaya then.
But even so, I still hope
Am
for
I his fate?
and believe in miracles. Astrology is eternal and rational, but fate may not be. It is cruel, but it can also be beautiful. Perhaps that's what En was trying to tell you. Not to lose heart, and to believe that what you are seeing playing out before you is not yet set in stone. I did originally think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't. Even if this is all futile, I still wish to help everyone. If we don't struggle to the last, then how can we face the end when it comes?
Huh. You do have a point.
I guess.
There I go, talking about astrological principles again. Sorry about that. The moment I start talking about work-related stuff. Oh, I need to get going.
Don't worry about it, Mona. And thank you.
It was worth trying to comfort you, even if only a little. I believe that you'll help those who are struggling in the same way I did. I suppose that might be why we always seem to meet by coincidence.
I don't think so, but alright.
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. But also kind of sad, too. Hey, Traveler. Paimon suddenly feels like going outside for a walk. Let's go.
So just because you want to go outside for a walk, that means I have to go with you? Do you need a trusted adult to come with you? Jeez. That's how I know you're a baby.
Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
We? I don't think it's we, man. You. Just you. Are we going up here? Where am I going? I don't think we're going up here, man. Go to the newsstand. How do I get there? Oh, okay. There's something up here. Okay. My bad. This way? How do I get over there? Oh. This was not in that place. Alright, let's... No, I think we could take this, yeah. Here we go! Woo! Hold up, I'm gonna shoot my gun real quick. Sorry. I don't like couples.
Huh? Our names are written in this newspaper.
We're on the news?
What's going on?
Maybe we're famous.
Let Paimon see. The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy. But that does not mean that my
What are you
recent
yapping about?
attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Huh. Guess Charlotte still hasn't given up on that. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report. A blonde adventurer with their white fairy legends trailing in
A
their
white
wake.
fairy.
It is said that this mysterious traveler once visited the underwater fortress.
Oh my gosh, they got it right.
So while
I
the
did.
fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, do not fear, for the tales of the traveler contain surprises in spades. Journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet, the Traveler's Trail, World Walker. Huh.
I am a
Charlotte
world
took so
walker.
many awesome photos of us and we never even noticed her.
Yeah, because she's a stalker. She's a stalker
She
paparazzi.
hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's using us as the subject matter instead?
I guess so.
Ugh, seriously? Well, fine. Those headlines and photos do look cool, so Paimon will forgive her this time.
Of course you will. Continue moving forward. Alright, let's go. Oh, why did my controller do that? Hello!
We're here! Paimon's hungry. Should we go in and get something to eat?
Paimon's always hungry. She's probably gonna eat me next.
Hey, quick! Look! That's the
That's...
limited edition only 16 slices a day cake!
Of course you know that. Go ahead, Paimon. Just eat the whole restaurant. Eat the whole entire restaurant.
It was so delicious the last time we tried it. Despite the tense situation we were in, let's give it another go. Paimon's sure it'll be great.
One slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after all. Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It seems Monsieur Nervalette was right. You really can eat.
Wait, did he really say something like that?
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love the cake and coffee here.
Do you come here often?
That is the most plain thing you could ever ask someone.
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work. I shall have my cake and coffee.
Give her cake and coffee. Now.
And what if
Immediately.
someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon, and you wouldn't get to eat cake here anymore? What would you think?
I don't think they'll be as depressed as you are, Paimon.
But why would it close?
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but maybe the waters will rise tomorrow. You know, like in the prophecy.
Why are you trying to scare these people?
Oh, the prophecy.
And animals.
To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No, still, even if there'd be no more cake tomorrow, that wouldn't keep me from having some today.
That's a good mentality, Sidine.
No, it's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today, then you should carry on. That's what people
Correct.
call living, you know.
Huh.
Are you okay?
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go?
Oh, she wants an extra in case they really do drown tomorrow.
These 2 slices are for you.
Oh, never
Sichuan
mind.
said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
Do they not have that emotion?
Oh, you know Sichuan?
Of course they do.
I sure do.
She's probably one of
She was
them.
born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans. She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily. Yes, and you can only lift their spirits
If she's
by
calling us
feeding them
creatures,
delicious
then what
food.
is she?
So please try the cakes here. I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now. You two try to stay in a good mood after eating, all right? Bye.
Bye-bye.
And there she goes.
Took quite a bit for her to walk away. I can still hear her stomping.
All right, let's
Stomping in the
dig
background.
Paimon's sure this cake will be delicious.
She's probably gonna eat my slice too.
It's more delicious than last time. And the flavor gets even better with a sip of tea. It sure would be nice if we could come again tomorrow. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here.
You're always thinking about eating, Paimon. Jeez. Not even I think about eating this much. close immediately. She's gonna eat the whole restaurant. You gotta go. Is this even considered a restaurant? Probably like more of a cafe. Leave Hotel de Bois. This is a hotel?
Oh, we're near the Steambird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Where? Where are we talking to her? Where is she at? Oh my gosh, don't tell me it's a lock quest. Is this what it was? Where am I? How do I, like, not do this one? How do I, like, not do that? Don't remember when you could pause things? You remember that? Do you remember? Do you really? Please tell me you remember that. Remember when you could pause quests? Please. 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 I don't want to. I don't want to. No. Oh my gosh! I bet it's not even a quest I opened. I'm just forced into it. What do you want? What do you want? I'm gonna kill you.
This one's got your name on it. Watch out!
Hold up. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
This one's got your name on it.
A good newspaper should be a lighthouse
Shut up.
of truth.
Shut up. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Give me a second. My cooldown's going down. My cooldown is cooling down.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Screw you. Screw you. What do you want? Quite comfortable. Just hurry it up. Hurry it up. What? That's it? Thanks? Oh, okay. I mean, thank you, I guess. I didn't even know I did all this. Look at that. Already reputation 2. Awesome. Alright then. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for not wasting my time.
Wow.
What just happened?
If it
Okay,
isn't the
okay, thank
Traveler,
goodness.
Paimon! Oh, have you seen the article I wrote about you?
Yeah, how about we ask for permission next time? You really think you're the paparazzi, don't you? She is, technically.
Ha! You've got some nerve. You just used us to make some quick mora.
Tell him, Paimon.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you a letter to discuss just that. It appears you didn't receive it, though.
Oh.
It's all right, though. I've set aside the amount intended for you. I've even set the table with some food.
Listen, I don't want to eat 24/7 like Paimon.
Really? Oh, you're the best.
See, she's the only one getting excited over this.
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon.
She quite is.
Ulterior motives. You'd be in trouble now, you know.
Oh,
Whoa.
Paimon knows you're not like that.
I wouldn't trust the paparazzi, Paimon.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for me?
Yes.
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned it, we thought of coming to see you. Her name's Mona.
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well.
I knew her
She's
before
a guest
you.
columnist for our paper. A really good one, too. She's so young and already such a brilliant astrologist. So she mentioned me? What did she say?
She said that you're
She said,
a real daredevil
"You must be
of a
destroyed."
journalist.
Nice. In which case, can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legendary traveler and Paimon?
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
Oh, of wasn't. That was more
What?
like live photography.
All right,
What I'd
buddy.
like to do is dive deeper and ask you to talk about the things you've seen and experienced.
Oh, so really doing an interview right now. All right.
Yeah, are we even qualified enough?
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview,
Qualified
then you're
enough?
worth it.
Who's more qualified than
But
me?
not right now, of course. I'll need a few days to
The
prepare.
Archon, the Archon themselves? Like, who are we talking about?
Oh, in that case, we'll just chat when you have the time then?
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief immediately. I'll have to apply for lighting, a venue, some props, and whew, so much to get done now. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
You say that as she's already walking away. I think she's already... I don't think she's here anymore, Paimon.
And what's that?
Look, she was already out of there. You didn't even scream her name. You just... Paimon just said it casually. Hey, wait. Come back. She's already gone.
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded
Alright,
tomorrow,
Paimon.
what would you do today?
There go Paimon being depressing again.
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but I've never once thought that the day could be tomorrow. If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene.
What?
And secondly,
Reporting to who?
forsake
They're gonna
my
be
homeland that
gone.
easily.
Everyone's gonna be gone. Who are you gonna be reporting to?
From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy.
I'm leaving Fontaine immediately. I'm moving to Sumeru. It's the closest, and I'm going there immediately.
Just think about it. If this
I don't care if I have to
nation really
walk
were
in
be
that
suddenly destroyed
terrible
tomorrow,
desert.
but I still successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person, then the story I would wind up writing would truly be timeless. And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible. I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist. But anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get back to my preparations.
Good luck to you.
That's so nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda envied. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
Why? For what? Are we testing the sea out, or are we just viewing it for whatever reason? What's the meaning behind this? We're just checking out the sea?
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh?
We really are, huh? I don't like how Paimon makes all decisions.
Paimon's
I don't know,
been
man.
thinking,
What?
if it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would be destroyed
Oh
tomorrow,
my gosh, Paimon.
where would we go and what would we do?
I'm leaving you here to drown, and I don't know, I'm going to Celestia.
No, Paimon should ask, if you could choose, what would you like to do?
I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. Suddenly trying to consider what to do is
We've
pointless.
always been moving to
What
the
are you
next
talking about?
destination,
Prepare.
so we haven't spent much time
Who knows?
thinking about
Prepare.
these kinds of things. We didn't have to either, with us always being on the road and whatnot.
Until that moment comes, I think I'll keep journeying. Forget it.
You mean, still traveling?
Yeah, why not? Yes, cherishing every single moment that I have to look upon this world.
Huh. Wait, isn't that what we've always been doing?
Well, not you at this point in time. The banter goes back and forth between you two as time slips by. As night falls, you return to your accommodations and end this busy day. Next few days are just as calm. Charlotte comes to find you and conducts the interview in the Spina de Rosla, I think, safe house at the... I'm not even... Whoa! What was that? Navia, having finished her business in Poisson, even drops by to take a photo with the two of you. All goes well. That's good.
like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough.
I think you are growing mold, Paimon. To be honest, I can smell
But
it.
it's still better than the Fortress of Mirapede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too.
Ah, so the two of you are still here. Wonderful.
Who are you?
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillet
Nice to
sent me
meet
to
you.
look for you two before. I heard that afterward you went to the Fortress of Meropide.
So, are you under the impression that we might be wanted criminals? I thought we were set free. I'm confused.
Not at all.
Okay.
I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to pass along a message from him.
Let's hear it.
Yes, inside the Opera House. The Maréchaussée Phantom has declared the incident a small-scale riot.
Uh-huh. People are rioting? Right? Why?
Well, that said, I don't personally think it was that serious.
Personally, were you there?
Lady Farina was watching a performance at the Opera House, and while she was resting during an intermission, some other audience members suddenly started harassing her.
Honestly, good. Maybe she'll finally speak.
Loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis.
She literally is not. She isn't.
And before she could
Are
respond,
they in the wrong?
others started to join in. The crowd continued to grow, and protests against the Hydro Archon started to break out.
So people have started to put the blame on Farina. Guess they finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been under due to the prophecy.
I agree.
Some
People
outlet.
will naturally rely on gods, as is customary. But the moment people feel threatened, gods are also the first to be blamed.
So what happened after that? Is Farina okay?
Did you get jumped?
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless, she claimed that she'd gotten tired of this and left in a hurry.
So what you're saying is she just ran away again. Got it.
The Maréchaussée Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when things had stabilized did we realize that she had gone missing.
So, you mean she's still missing?
Oh, she's gone? Whoa.
That's right. The Maréchaussée has dispatched many people to search for her, but we don't have any leads yet.
She really said, nah. Good luck with the prophecy. I'm out of here.
That said,
That's probably how she
there's much
that's
to worry about.
Oh my gosh, can't speak.
She is a
but that's probably
god,
how
after
she
all.
survived.
Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could ordinary people do to her?
Yeah, but I don't think she's an actual Archon, so they could probably do a little bit of damage.
Good. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to tell you about the situation, but he didn't say anything else.
Don't worry, this is more than enough to go on. Thanks for keeping us informed.
Look at Paimon trying to forget
Is that so?
trying to act
All right,
professional.
then. In that case, you two take care. I'll be heading back to the Palais now.
You know, all Paimon's thinking about right now is what she's gonna eat right after this. Why are you looking at me like that? What do you want from me?
Sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then.
You sure caught on quickly.
If we know Farina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. Instead, she'll look for a place to wait out the heat. And as we all
She's probably
know,
swimming.
She may be loud and dramatic, but she doesn't
She's probably
have a heart of
underwater.
stone. When Nervillet was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness and remorse. It would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today. Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's feeling.
Probably.
Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but Paimon can do the analysis to back it up, too.
Alright. I see becoming a detective's done you some good. Done you some good. Why did I say it like that? I'm actually losing my mind.
In that case, there's not a moment to lose.
Why did I say
Poisson,
done?
Here we come.
Alright, let's go. Wait, hold up. Okay, what is the point of this? Am I actually doing commissions? Why am I just getting free primos? I don't know what this means, but I'm gonna continue to collect them, I guess.
Spina di Rosa. This logo, it was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
No, I didn't. But good to know. Where are we going? Here? That's underwater, isn't it? No, okay. Forget it.
This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already.
Where are we going? Oh, I see, I
Could
see.
Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible.
I'm just waiting for her model to pop up. Oh, is she down? There she is! Oh my gosh, Farina! You really thought we couldn't see you? Oh, she looks depressed too, just like Fromine.
That's Farina, right over there. She really is here.
Jeez. Always talking so loud. She probably heard us already.
Should I just give up? This is all meaningless.
Hush, Paimon. Let's eavesdrop.
What was meant to happen did happen after all.
What?
Everyone's dead.
Whoa, everyone. Whoa. I think she's just talking about this place.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Keep quiet, guys. Keep quiet.
Give up, Farina. There's no point in holding out.
Are you okay? I feel like we should go up and comfort her.
I'm sorry. But what can I even do other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over?
Ooh, hey, hello, Farina.
Who's that?
It's just us. It's just us. Don't worry.
Don't worry, Farina. It's just us.
Shut up, Paimon. Don't copy me.
So it is you, blonde traveler from another land. Why, I almost thought you were someone from that mob of my ignorant subjects. Come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
Farina.
Yeah, I doubt it,
crying
man.
just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are obvious.
We can't see them.
What do you mean, tear stains? Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving. I'm still trying to process it.
Oh, well, you were not talking about the Opera House at all, so I don't know.
Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the arts. They even dare to tout their Archon. I must teach them a lesson. I can just imagine their twisted and frustrated faces once they realize that I'm nowhere to be found.
Well, they are currently looking for you.
Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Maréchaussée Phantom are freaking out right next to them, too.
You're actually beyond devastated right now, aren't you?
Of course not.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there!
Jeez, they just teleported over here?
Quick, after her!
Don't worry, Farina.
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
Don't worry, Farina. I doubt they'll be able to do anything.
They are? They're just some rabid fans who want to cut the line because they haven't been able to meet me in person, aren't they? That's against the rules. I can't let them get their way.
I'm getting a little delusional vibes right now.
Farina just ran off.
She's out of there.
Quick, we have to catch up with her.
Oh, I thought we were gonna fight the NPCs. Never mind. Wow, we're right on her tail. We're like right there. Jeez. How did you get lost? Oh, we're just hiding right now. Are we running together at this point? Because it looks like it.
This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of them catch up to you.
Watch, she's gonna run away.
What is this place?
Hurry, they're almost here.
All right, let's go. What's this? Where are we in? What are we in right now?
Paimon's exhausted.
It looks like we're in a penny, if that's even possible. We look like we're in a penny right now. You didn't even run that far.
I'm so tired. I totally thought they had caught me. No, I mean, mean, I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
Enthusiasm, right? Of course. This place is not what I called soundproof.
You're right.
Yep, that's a good girl.
Whoa, no, don't call her that, you weirdo.
What's happening? The ground's shaking. Is it an earthquake?
Another disaster just struck, I suspect.
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
Oh, probably shouldn't tell her that.
It can't be. It's happening again.
Well, there's no need to worry too much
She's
about
about to pee her pants.
Neverlette's made some emergency plans, so the evacuation should go a lot smoother this time.
Yeah, I hope you're right. But the people of Poisson, they've already...
Has Farina finally reached her limit? Now that she's talking about her actual feelings, she's starting to look far less stiff. You begin to talk amongst yourselves as Farina slowly calms down.
I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years.
Is she finally going to spill the truth?
I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me.
Oh wow, she was really...
I tried all kinds
really
of ways
studying.
too to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing. But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end. Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time. We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled.
You still haven't given up, right?
Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase.
Oh,
it would mean finally coming to terms with fate, but also for me to finally be free.
And let everyone else die. Yeah, all hope would disappear.
Indeed.
She said, I like giving up. That sounds great.
So many times. Especially after we almost lost Poisson. Fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It has no heart and obeys no rules. The prophecy has only just started to come true, and so many people have already lost their lives. But just now, it all became clear to me.
Is she the Archon or not? I'm actually losing my mind.
Terms with fate on behalf of everyone else. As long as the final moment hasn't come, it's still not too late.
And if she's not the Archon, what's the prophecy about? Oh, also I need to charge this. Oh, actually no, it's this one. Never mind.
Don't worry. I will keep hope alive for everyone until the very end.
Good. I believe in you, Farina.
Well, that's enough for now.
She changed real quick.
Impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly,
sad music went away real quick.
Station, that wasn't a good fit at all. Don't take any of what I just said seriously. How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whims of trivial prophecy?
Of course, right.
Come on! Paimon could have sworn you were actually being honest just now.
Now spill the beans. Are you the Archon or not? We're running out of time. We can't just go back to square one like this. I have to get more information out of her. Farina, you might not have to shoulder this burden alone. We can do it together. Just answer this one question. Are you the Archon? Your people are more than willing to share your burden with you. Even I. So just spill the beans already, please.
Share my burden.
Of course. How about you share your secrets now?
That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
You can still choose to confide in someone. Just share with me. I'm what you call a witness. Share your secrets.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes?
Of course.
In other words, you never belonged here.
Oh. Well, you didn't have to say it like that, but yeah.
And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't aren't you?
Yeah, I guess so. Why do you have to? Okay.
If that's the case...
What are you planning to do? There's no time left. Please, Frina, just spit it out! A cutscene. Come on, share your secrets. Please, please no one interrupt. Oh my gosh. What the? We were trapped? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Are you kidding me? How did this happen? Did I do this?
I'm back.
Oh my gosh, welcome back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance.
How did this happen? How did we get here?
Now, without further ado, we may proceed to the trial.
How did we get here, Linny? Did I know about this?
So this
I look confused
is
too.
what it is.
No.
Yes, you deserve praise for the effort you took to raise the
Oh my
dramatic
gosh.
stakes.
She was about to spill the beans, and of course Linny has to...
Do not forget, however, that I am Focalor, the god of justice, the embodiment of justice itself. Does it not strike you as even the least bit absurd to bring the very concept of justice to trial?
May I interpret these words as your refusal to stand trial?
Ooh. Did I know about this? I don't know if I knew about this or not.
In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
Whoa! Hold up. I don't think she knows how to fight. Do you not remember that one time when she was literally running away from a simple Fatui member?
You would draw your blade against a god?
I guess so. Also, we don't know if you're a god or not.
I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
Who's that random NPC that just stood up? For what? Oh, they're cheering.
Paimon can't believe it. She just surrendered.
She can't fight at all.
What the heck is going on? Did I just see an Archon surrender to a human?
Because she's not an actual Archon. We already know this. Come on, guys.
Wow, how utterly humiliating.
You go up there then.
Lady Farina, what is the meaning of this?
Like you weren't trying to just jump her earlier.
It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding. To be clear, the raising of both hands is not always an indication of surrender.
What did that mean then, Farina?
Looking for excuses again, huh?
You're right.
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No duel shall be necessary. I will admit that I've been running away for a long time. I'm sorry, everyone. I was unable to protect the people of Poisson. It is my duty to stand trial for my crimes. You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. I, too, am exceedingly disappointed in myself. But now, it is time for the Hydro Archon to show you her courage and resolve.
Alright.
I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice.
She just gets put in jail.
This time, I will protect you.
Protect who?
Applaud and rejoice. One of the most outrageous and fantastical arcs known to the opera epiclese is now unfolding before your eyes. Mark my words.
Alright, can we just get to the trial? She just keeps yapping.
Brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. The trial of the Hydro Archon, Focalor, will now begin.
Who are you?
Oh, now we're making history.
Oh, now they're excited. He's not.
Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Like, come on! Didn't she just get forced to stand trial for her crimes?
She's a great actor, as you can see.
Even though she's still acting super dramatic, she is taking this seriously this time, right?
Let's hope so.
All right, then. Who will be my opponent in this trial?
Me, I'm kidding.
The
I don't
court
know.
asks
No
the
thanks.
prosecutor to please take the stand.
Oh, it is me, never mind. Thank you, Your Honor.
Is that so? Very well. Then please speak, witness of Tivat, my accuser and fated opponent.
We're so close to getting her to tell us the truth, and it still turned out like this in the end. It's okay though. As long as you can defeat Farina in court, we'll still have a chance to figure everything out. Of course, right, of course, yeah.
Also, please allow me to ask, as a final question before the trial begins, just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
I didn't even know I was forcing you on the stage, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, this surprised me too.
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they were rather straightforward and easy.
Navia, the president of the Spina di Rosula.
Most of the people who participated in
She
the
said it
disturbance
totally
this morning were my
different.
subordinates.
Oh, so you hired people to go jump her. Interesting.
They changed into plain
Interesting.
clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you. The people's resentment against their Archon has been building as more and more of the prophecy is fulfilled. A spark was all we needed to turn smoldering anger into a flame. Moreover, according to our understanding and analysis of you, when something like that occurred, you would likely flee the scene and head to Poisson by yourself. So, we arranged for a second group to lie in wait there.
So, you mean, the ones who scoured the settlement for me were also from the Spina?
I guess so.
And their goal was to force you to step into the giant magic box so you may personally participate in the greatest magic performance in all of Fontanian history.
Interesting. So, you don't have any magical powers, so like, how did you get the box to get here?
That's right. That house was a magic box, rather than someone's residence.
The house was a magic box. Alright.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epiclese, the volume of the box was increased by a
all that
whole order of
unnecessary
magnitude,
spinning.
and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Aranias. Its cargo, of course, was an Archon instead of a human.
Oops, I skipped.
My thanks, Farina. Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary performance.
But the thing is, we were so close to her actually telling the truth, so you kind of ruined it.
You're welcome.
Look, she's confused, and she's probably not going to tell us anything anymore.
Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull this off.
What if she just didn't follow us?
We had to select a location, construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water. It was a lot of work for all of us.
So, in other words, the earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house?
Yeah, that makes more sense. I thought we were just dying.
That's right.
I thought we were just going to drown right then and there.
Another disaster to come.
Sorry about that.
Then, I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's parts. You gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion duelist would be immediately ready for a fight.
Were they actually going to fight, though, if she accepted?
Also that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch. Am I right?
Pretty smart.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine
Oh
would
my gosh,
accept
no
a
one
duel
believes
with an
you.
Archon without flinching.
Does everyone still believe she's the Archon?
Thank you.
As for you,
She just said thank you.
traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found me in Poisson.
Yeah, a conversation that almost helped.
You'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage.
No, that's wrong.
Oh?
I don't know. My mission was to give you one last chance. Well, she was about to say it. That's the thing. 1 minute more and we would have been fine. We hoped you share your secret with us before the magic box arrived onto the stage. She was about to, you idiots.
Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance. It's fine. It matters not. What's done is done. The stage is
What if you just
already
reveal it right
set,
here so we don't even
there's
have
no
to do a
reason
trial?
to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to the very end.
Yeah, the only thing we can do now is to judge the Hydro Archon. Still, I can't help but be a little bothered by that conversation earlier. What did Farina want me to say right after we arrived on the stage? The truth! You couldn't have held it for at least one more minute? I'm actually still mad about that.
Madam Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along.
What do you have for me?
This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received permission to share with you during the trial. According to her, it should speed up the proceedings.
I'll bet. Thank you.
Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too! Hey, Charlotte! Oh, let Paimon see.
I did not want to waste her.
Isn't this the exclusive interview that she did with us before? So she's already finished it, huh?
I totally forgot I even did that interview.
Wait, then that means this document is a perfect timeline of everything that's happened ever since we stepped foot in Fontaine!
She was keeping track of all of that? I think we need to put her on trial for stalking.
So in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence every time we want to use something from our journey as evidence for an argument.
It's a super practical
Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
Alright.
You defeated the house. I didn't think that you...
Wait. Became Linny's attorney. Yeah. The truth behind the serial disappearance case.
This is the first time Monsieur Nervillette had a difference of
I don't
opinion
care about
with the
Child.
entries. Even the Hydro Archon can't
Oh,
figure it out.
right. Though Neuvillette believed Child to be innocent, the Orchies judged him as guilty in the end. Even Farina didn't know why. Because he's plotting anyways. Might as well put him in jail. Victor kidnapped. Yeah, we know that. Okay. Reveal that she already probed Farina on her own. Believes it's possible that not only Farina is not really the Archon, but she's actually afflicted with some sort of curse. Yeah. The intrusion of... Yeah, okay. Remember
According
that.
to Monsieur Nervillette,
Whale in the
both
dream.
Child and that whale should have been in the primordial sea at that time.
So Child was in the primordial seawater?
I nearly
he's
lost
not...
my awesome
he'd be
friend
fine,
Navia.
'cause he's not
To be
from
honest,
Fontaine.
that still gives me shivers.
While exploring the ruin in Poisson, began to collapse in... Oh, right.
The
Right,
words
okay.
of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only be truly understood when some...
Alright, we get this. Alright, we can go. Let's go.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
We got this.
Neuvillette's voice actor also voices Sukuna and Cha Sol Mao.
What? How do you know that? Wait, also, come on, okay.
Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance, I still haven't
Ray Chase.
been informed of my supposed
Ray
guilt
Chase?
in
Is that the
all of
voice actor?
this.
I didn't know that.
Of course, it is only natural for you
Always everywhere in voice acting.
actions of a god. However, you will need more than that to convict me of a crime.
There's like 50 characters in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bunch of anime voice actors in here too.
That's true, but my charge here is unrelated to your...
Why am I
conduct as an Archon.
talking? Sorry, that always catches me off guard.
Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Ooh! Now everybody knows.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Oh, it's about to get serious.
Hey, I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but did I hear that right? She's not an Archon at all?
Look at the guy right above. Not right above, but like right next to her. Looks so goofy.
Charge accepted.
Oop! Oh no. Wait, then who's that? Okay. My theory still technically stands strong. I think she's got the real Archon kidnapped somewhere. Tied up.
Lady Farina, do you plead guilty to the charge?
Well?
Lady Farina.
I plead not guilty. How can I be guilty?
We'll see.
There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Alright.
Yeah. Even though Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady
you don't use your
Farina
brain.
can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that prosecutor have to make such a huge claim?
Because she literally has no powers. I mean, she sort of does, but not any Archon powers.
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born.
How old are
There
you?
would be no fooling their memory. See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor.
That's the people's favor,
you
idiot.
want to commit
I'm sorry.
to a charge that will never be upheld? If you wish to drop
I think Ray Chase was also the voice of some random civilians in the Spider-Man games.
for making a false accusation.
Why? I mean,
We will treat everything that's happened
hey,
as
a job's a
dramatic
job.
spectacle and
Voice
move
who you
on
can.
with our lives. What do you say to that?
nothing. I don't know.
An argument with near impossible odds, huh? You have to not only refute Farina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
People only see you as their Archon because that's their long-held belief.
Well, I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon, then what manner of being do you think I am?
I think you're a kidnapper who kidnapped the real Archon. I'm on to you. I know that's that's probably not the case, but I'm just gonna say that just in case it is. You know what I mean?
And if
Yeah.
I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
That's a good question, but Chi-Chi, she's probably over 500 too. She's like a zombie or whatever. I mean, you don't have to be an Archon to live that long. Who else? Who else is really old? Probably Klee's mom, right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anyone else. My bad. I gotta think carefully. What do we know to be special about Farina exactly? Absolutely nothing. I'm sorry. Okay, it has to be this one, right? It won't. Irrelevant? Thanks. Are you just telling me which one's... Okay, it has to be the child one, because she didn't know what to do. Wait, hold up. Oh, some sort of curse. Never mind, this one.
First of all, you may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And second of all, even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to extend your life.
That's right! I forgot to bring up Dane. He has a curse which makes him extend his life too.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave? You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger's words against me.
What matters is the veracity of the claim, whatever that word means.
A curse? I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble a type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
She doesn't seem worried about that though, so I don't know.
Neverlet sensed it too, huh?
Instead of an Archon, could you just be a cursed human?
Lady Farina is actually a human?
Has to be.
Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart.
Accuracy kinda.
It's not impossible.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello, Spider-Man Miles, once again.
Well, don't start celebrating too early now.
Think.
Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said, How does that prove that I am merely a human being?
Well, I don't know.
Besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why they're worshipped as gods. For centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very
Oh my gosh, why do they always have to say the full name?
the indemnitium that is used in every aspect of life.
Who are you pointing to? Wait, that one trial proved the opposite. Farina actually has no control over the Oratrice at all. Exactly, the child one.
You tried to reference the Oratrice. But weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that by now.
Unless you're gonna explain.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend. There is no need to provide an explanation.
This person.
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in order. While the court is in session, the principles of justice and the law must come before all else. While you are an Archon,
we don't know that. Don't
just
call her an Archon.
Trial. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information against the rules of the court.
Exactly. We're just waiting for her to actually, like, say something. Because so far she's just dodging the questions.
I never thought you'd use that kind of rhetoric against me.
Well, you're on trial, man.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Farina. I've merely reiterated the rules of the court. Rules that all should respect and follow.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice. Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon, haven't they?
Where are they?
The real Hydro Archon. Well, now you're really losing me. It is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day.
Thank you for telling the truth.
But the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally.
What does that mean?
Oh my! Operating independently ever since it was first created.
By who? Did you create it?
You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be no god at all.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses.
Right, what is she talking about?
She's confident that we won't be able to produce proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
But then, Miss Farina, could you give us a brief demonstration of your power as an Archon? Yes, please tell me, because so far she has shown us nothing.
My power as an Archon?
Mm-hmm.
There are many ordinary
Oh
citizens
my
in the
gosh.
audience. How can I just carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an Archon?
Look at everybody. No one's impressed right now.
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
See? Now show us your powers.
You don't need to go that far.
A brief demonstration of your power over Hydro should be quite harmless.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro?
Wow, she can't even do that?
The authority of a god.
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and I've converted the people's faith in justice into Indemnitium!
What is she talking about?
Thus did I give up all of my divine power to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives.
That's not how it
Have you
works.
ever seen a more magnanimous
Someone
god?
call up Zhongli, cause
Isn't that a huge stretch?
Right.
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even still be called a god?
You're not helping your
Nobody's
case here.
buying Farina's excuse.
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar. I'm still the same Farina you knew, right? The one that you loved. Shouldn't you want to believe in me? Please? You've got to believe me.
Why would anyone believe you at this point?
If what the prosecutor said is true, she really has committed a grave offense.
Where's the real Archon then?
Did she deceive all
Must
of
be
us?
someone stupid.
And all of our parents and grandparents too?
Like
and
the
all of our
paparazzi girl.
ancestors? Ever
I'd be
since they
so
were
mad.
born?
Enough. That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is?
I mean, I still don't believe Farina, but like, who would be?
If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor
Unless
can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Unless the previous Archon died.
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now? Seems like she really doesn't want to give up.
Oh my gosh. Almost dropped my controller. If we can't prove that she isn't the Archon, we can try to prove that she's just a human. Well, I want to prove where the other Archon is. But alright, fine. Okay, we've got to prove that she's a human. Cleared of accusations, I don't think has anything to do with them. Wait, okay. I don't know. I don't know. Pushed back. Maybe it's this, because why didn't she stop it? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what evidence can prove that Farina is human? Yeah, let's just throw some water on. Wait, no, that she would just die. Hold up. I'm gonna guess this one.
That doesn't.
Fine, jeez. The Fortress of Maripede or the Opera House? Dang it, I'm just gonna guess. I don't know.
It has been established.
Okay, I was right. It was right.
All Fontanians can dissolve in water from the primordial sea, and that means.
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here and now to eliminate all suspicions of you being the latter.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court. Though you act in partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
Man, why do we care?
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood struck the area not long ago, taking many lives, including those of some of my closest friends. So, Miss Farina, would you dare to touch some of the seawater?
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. But obviously, this could kill her. But hey, if she's the Archon, it shouldn't affect her.
If we are to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching this seawater would have no effect on you. All it should do is strengthen your case.
Correct, exactly. Go
if
touch
you
it.
don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson,
What if someone just?
nobody
What if it
wants
just
to
spilled?
see any more
It
people
just spilled on
dissolve.
her.
I do hope you'll act prudently and choose the simpler path of admitting guilt.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I guess her suggestion is valid.
If Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontanian like all the rest of us. Would she really dare to try?
Imagine she's not even from Fontaine. Oh yeah. Wow, she's really gonna do it? Crazy.
Lady Farina,
This crazy girl.
test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution. As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word. It really does seem like she's quite terrified of it. That could only mean...
What's going on? Is she really planning to... that's
She's
not
very...
what we thought she would...
She's very committed to this, I guess.
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Farina, you may...
What the? Okay, she can't be Fontanian then.
Hey!
I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved!
Then she can't be from Fontaine. Because no way you're the Archon.
Will you believe me now? I really am your Archon!
She just
I'm
dies.
nothing like a normal human who would fall apart as soon as they touch this water! Really? Was this not the most obvious thing in the world?
Miss Siegewin? If you're present, Miss Siegewin, please come forward and attend to the defendant.
Siegewin? Don't
What?
be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds. Let me see.
Ooh, was she hiding something? Like she got special gloves? I don't know.
That should be enough.
Please announce the results of your evaluation to the court, Miss Siegewin.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin.
Whoa.
These indicate that
What does that mean?
she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
So does this primordial seawater not dissolve people? Or like, I'm confused.
Thank you, Miss Siegewin. Lady Farina, you may return to the defendant's stand.
Well, that didn't help your case at all.
Oh, wait. What did she just say? I didn't get dissolved. Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson. However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human.
Oh.
After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur, we don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
Wow. Farina was really
So
dedicated.
out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve as an expert witness.
She was willing to risk her life just to prove that she's an Archon. Which has definitely been proven wrong by now, since she was affected.
It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used. Farina could have...
I can't believe... You...
But what's really going on here? Farina can't have known the consequences of touching that water as a human. I don't know, maybe she's a little crazy. This is too unlike how she usually acts, unless it's more important for her to keep up her facade other than to save her own life? But hadn't she given up on everything a long time ago?
Listen to me, everyone. Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks.
I'm pretty sure
What
the
happened just
NPC's
now didn't
faces look the
prove a
same
single thing.
24/7.
Think about it. How can you conclusively prove that an Archon can't also be affected by the primordial seawater?
Call the other Archons here. Zhongli, Raiden Shogun, where are they?
Also, if I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water? Please, everyone.
Oh, now she's crying?
Just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
Why does she want to be the Archon so bad? It's not even that cool. Unless you're Raiden Shogun. Everyone's looking away? That's crazy. Man, this sucks.
Will sway anyone. The odds are just too stacked against her now.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Farina to win.
Unless the Oratrice Mechanique Denelise Cardinal says otherwise.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, We will move on to the final judgment.
Oh yeah, she gave up. Why is it like this?
Anything she says at this point will sway people who's too stacked against her now.
What's happening? She's probably in her own head right now.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall
Hi.
now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself
hello
as the
again.
Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina
Oh wow.
is guilty.
Oh wow. So what now? Is she gonna go to jail? Oh, she's crying. Oh no. Why do I kind of feel bad? Oh!
We shall now turn
That's
to
the
Oratrice
prophecy!
Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal to render the final verdict on the charges.
Did you notice how she was sitting? Hold up, now I'm kind of confused.
According to the judgment of the
Of the
Oratrice
Oratrice Mécanique
Mécanique
d'Analyse
d'Analyse
Cardinal.
Farina is...
Is she still guilty? What?
Well,
Is she not guilty?
what's the Oratrice's verdict?
No. The Oratrice also displays a guilty verdict.
Oh. So she's just screwed? Is she going to jail? What's happening?
Isn't that correct then?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus. The Hydro Archon. Guilty.
Wait, so it says she's the Hydro Archon? Oh, now I'm more confused than I just was.
To be punished via the death sentence.
What? Huh? Why? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be yelling.
The death sentence?
Split personality.
I'm not sure.
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just a myth.
The one and
Why
only
couldn't you
time
give
the
Child
death
that?
sentence has been handed out at the court, and it's been given to the very
I'm sorry,
person
I got
we've
beef
worshipped
against
as the god
Child.
of justice. What an unexpected twist!
Farina's been sentenced to death by the Oratrice? We just wanted to use the trial to show her the seriousness of things so she'd tell us the truth.
Do we have to kill her?
How did things escalate this quickly?
This outcome is indeed quite strange. According to Fontaine's current definitions of justice, as well as its recommendations for criminal sentences, is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
I mean, if she's pretending to be an Archon, I guess. I don't know. Maybe this was sent from, I don't know, Celestia.
Yeah, even Vache wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice. You know, the
Well, Vache died anyways.
disappearances case.
What's more strange is, instead of Farina, the Oratrice rendered judgment on the Hydro Archon. That's what I was saying.
Indeed. Not only is Farina's sentence overly excessive, the very point of our trial today was also to prove that Farina has never been the Hydro Archon in the first place.
Wait. Yeah.
But now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon. What does this mean?
I don't know. You tell me.
Excuse me.
Why are you
if
here?
I may interrupt.
What are you gonna tell us?
Is the trial still going?
Yes. No. Well, just tell us what you know.
Fremine! Huh, you finally made it. I assume this means you've completed your mission?
Mm-hmm. Any mission Father assigns to me will always be top priority.
He sounds less depressed now. That's good. With some help with the other Fatui, Fremine brings a stone slate onto the...
That the first prophecy slate? Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremine to try and find the missing slate.
Oh, interesting.
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water. But has the trial already concluded?
Technically.
Then doesn't that mean I've come too late? Oh no. Father will be disappointed in me.
It's still not too late for you to shine. I'm not saying that. Don't worry, the mystery hasn't been resolved yet.
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow me to review the record left on the slate.
Yeah, try to figure this one out, because I don't know.
Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slates. I would like you to come here and confirm their contents.
Do you think I remember the other slates? It's been like 2 weeks since I last played this.
Huh? So what do you see? What is it?
This looks like the previous Hydra Archon releasing our divine power, turning the Oceanides into human beings. Oh.
I believe I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
What?
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Archon just guilty of deceiving her people? Oh, wait, no, that's Farina.
Alright, chill out, Paimon.
Proven that she's not the Hydro Archon. So when you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the real Hydro Archon we've been kind of talking about?
So is Farina an Oceanide, or am I lost?
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
An association between the contents of the slates and events in real life.
Okay, let's try to recall the contents of the...
I got this. Select to check the descriptions of the stone slates to extract key information from them. I'll try! You can find scenarios related to the stone slates contents in the incidents recorded in the interview note. The verification process continues. Alright, I'll try, man.
The first stone slate describes what you just said. It seems to show the previous Hydro Archon using her divine power, and then the Oceanids turn into humans. Does that mean that Fontanians are transformed Oceanids? Oh, Paimon wasn't expecting that. But if Oceanids can turn into humans, then perhaps this process can be reversed as well.
Wait, so like, does that mean everyone's an Oceanide? That sounds crazy, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
The second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky, and the Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together. But the heavens still brought judgment down upon them. This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontanians were branded with their original sin. Does this mean that the original sin and the Hydro Archon sin are the same thing?
I don't know.
The third slate shows the Hydro Archon sinking into the sea surrounded by many people. That reminds Paimon, didn't we also watch that happen to someone else?
Who?
Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontanians have been talking about.
That's the prophecy. It just happened.
Dissolving into the sea, the Hydro Archon crying on her throne, and so on.
She went into that exact position though. Isn't the... But I don't know. No one dissolved yet. People dissolving the sea, the Hydro Archon crying on her throne. I think I get it now. See, because I thought about this before. I thought they were like trying to like get rid of Farina when I saw that slate with the people surrounding her. I thought they're trying to get rid of her in a way, and technically they are, because they don't accept her as their Archon anymore. And then she's crying on the sea she's literally crying on right now. But people aren't dissolving the sea. Maybe? I think... Wait, I think I'm putting it together. Maybe people are not actually drowning. Or dissolving in the sea or whatever. I think this is just her sea of tears. I don't know. Hopefully I'm right. Hopefully I'm like on the right track. You know what I mean?
We didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen at first, did we? But after that incident, it was just a question of when and not if.
Verified truth. Oh, this one. Has to be.
Sound quite right.
Fine, screw you, Paimon. Okay.
We know from the case of the serial disappearances of young women that Fontanians can be dissolved in primordial seawater. And the first stone slate tells us that long ago the Hydro Archon used her power to turn Oceanids into humans. This might be the reason that Fontanians can dissolve.
Interesting. Sorry. Let me back. Okay. Next one. So this one, wait, what was this? Show Celestia floating in the sky. Okay. Alright, let's see. Wait, what am I proving? History of the future. Okay. History of the future. This one. The T one.
That doesn't sound...
You know what? Screw you, Paimon, honestly. I don't know! Jeez. How's it not the T one? What am I proving? Showing the prophecy described a history of the future. Shows Celestia floating in the sky and the Hydro Archon and their people worshiping it together. But the heavens still brought judgment down upon them. I don't know. I'm gonna guess this one. Fine.
Doesn't sound quite right.
Why would it be Child's?
That doesn't sound...
Okay, I didn't think so. So it's this one.
Perhaps what is about to take place has all happened before. The true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervilette mentioned, and the original sin cast down on the people of Fontaine by Celestia, as recorded on the stone slates.
Okay. So this happened before. I think she's talking about the fact that her brother already went through this world once. Or I'm being stupid. Who knows? Okay, this one? Wait, this one? I know this one. This one has to be... Never mind. Never mind, because I was going to pick this one for this one. Shows the Hydro Archon seeking into the sea, surrounded by many... I think she's drowning in her tears. I don't think the people are actually gonna drown. I think she's gonna drown. She's gonna drown in her sorrow and pain. I don't know what to do about this. This one?
That doesn't sound...
Oh my gosh, I'm tired of hearing Paimon's voice.
It's not as simple as falling into the sea. What the stone slates show the people gathered around the Hydro Archon in the sea. Could that be alluding to the same thing?
While exploring the ruin, Navia fell into the water containing... What does that have to do with the prophecy? Shows a scene that basically identical to describe the prophecy circling will eventually dissolve in the sea, and the Hydro Archon will sit alone on the throne and weep. She is already alone. She's already weeping. I think they may have interpreted it. You know what I mean? I don't think people are actually gonna drown in the sea. You know what I mean? Where did they even get that from? Who told them that? It has to be that one. Oh my gosh, why would it not be that one? Why would child's conviction have to do it with anything? It has to be this.
The prophecy from the stone slates found its way into society, but not many people believed it at first. If we hadn't dealt with it in time, things could have gone very badly.
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater, converge, and take the form of an oceanid.
Now I don't know about my theory anymore, because like, it seems like they're really set on people drowning and dissolving into the primordial sea, so I don't know.
The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present.
There's no way she's gonna actually die.
Perhaps this means that her sin was actually Fontaine's original sin.
What are you yapping about?
Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness, and was forced to take part in a trial meant to make her stay.
Oh, it seems like they interpreted it much differently from what from what I thought it was.
The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meripede was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass no matter what. The stone slate's contents can all be verified by recent events. If we combine what we know together, loads of truths should come to light.
Why does this make less sense than it did before? Also, New Year's in like 8 minutes.
Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now. So that's how you can make sense of it. But then it feels like we're going to have to share some truly shocking revelations.
Let's hear them.
Oh my gosh. The first slate reveals that Fontainians are not real humans.
Incredible. Linny, did you hear that?
Are you even from Fontaine? I forget.
They're
from Fontaine. Thank you for confirming.
All Fontainians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with Oceanids as their basis. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontanians
I'd be
could
so mad
dissolve
if
in
I
primordial seawater.
if I found out it was
All
made
the
from an
girls Fontaine
oceanide.
dissolved were also turned into Oceanids. Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she also saw everyone gathered around for a trial.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
In the shape of Oceanids.
That part was kind of strange. I was a little confused.
Indeed.
The second slate reveals that the crime of the Hydro Archon was her creation of Fontainians from Oceanides. That's the crime? She shouldn't have done that? Why not?
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first
Oh,
slate
because she basically made her own people?
Celestia by creating humans without prior
Yeah,
permission.
that makes sense. Okay.
That could also explain why the Oratrice judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty. It's to account for that ancient sin.
But I don't even think Farina's the Hydro Archon. Are they even... Is the Oratrice even judging her? What if it's judging the actual, like, old Archon that's probably being kidnapped? Actually, I don't think the kidnap thing is gonna work anymore. I think it's just the older Archon.
The Hydro Archon's true sin was creating us.
Looks like the only way to atone for this is for everyone to be shot right here. Okay, shot is a little much. Just destroyed.
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese. The twists of history are often the most unexpected of all.
As for the third slate, I'm still convinced that it should come after the fourth slate. What?
Yeah, isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea?
But that's not Navia, you idiot.
So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate?
The fourth slate depicts the fulfillment of the prophecy as it's already widely known.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away. Did Paimon get all that right?
I don't know. I guess so.
You've made some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't know, it is impressive that you've already managed to connect so many pieces of the truth.
Yeah, I'm surprised her tiny little pea brain was able to connect all that.
However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also been etched with an additional layer of hidden information using a different power source. When we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded in the slates. But since we only had 3 slates at the time, I was unable to come to a full conclusion. Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another attempt to decipher the narrative recorded within. If everything goes well, we should finally be informed of the unadulterated truth.
I'm low-key still sticking with my interpretation. I feel like she's drowning in her own tears, no?
Well? Did you get it?
Dang, Paimon.
I believe I should share this truth not only with
So
you,
impatient.
but with all the people of Fontaine as well. I will try to briefly summarize it for you. Your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontainians and the sin of the Hydro Archon were both correct. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind.
Was the Hydro Archon an Oceanide as well, or...?
However, even though water as an element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the 7, did not possess the authority to create a new form of human life. Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanids' blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process.
Mimics, that's crazy. So all these people right here are just mimics?
But if Fontainians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result,
oh, that
would
makes
collapse,
sense.
and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids.
So everyone who has been dissolved so far are not actually dead, they're just Oceanides.
Of course,
Whoa,
the
careful,
Hydro
what's
Archon
happening?
never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of
Oh, that's why
appropriating the
everyone has to
power of the
drown, so they
primordial
can
sea.
not be mimics anymore, human mimics.
That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing.
It would have been me.
Wait, but if that's
I'd
the
been like,
truth, we can't let
oh,
the Hydro Archon be sentenced to
I'm gonna
death.
pretend I never
After
heard that.
all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontainian, but it does answer a lot of our questions.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the 3rd and 4th stone slates was inaccurate.
Oh.
The slates' respective positions are, in fact, correct.
What's the 3rd slate supposed to represent then?
A key point of the visual on the 3rd slate is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Oceanids.
Oh my gosh, guys. 1 minute and we're gonna be in next year, for me anyways. Happy New Year's for anyone who's already in 2024. But 1 more minute. 1 more minute, guys.
They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate
We're
is
about to
not
enter the
water
new
from
year.
the primordial sea.
Any minute now.
The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of trials and justice. Instead of being the literal
I'm waiting
element,
for it.
the water...
2024.
Yep, I'm waiting for it. 1 more minute for me.
You may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into
We're
the sea,
now in
her consciousness
2024.
was surrounded by that of many others who
I'm
intended
gonna
to
stop
hold a
autoplay real
trial to
quick.
determine her fate.
It is now January 1st. Happy New Year's, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for ending the year in my stream, I guess. I don't know. But yes, once again, Happy New Year's. Let's continue. We're now in January.
Therefore, the meaning of the third slate is that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the Court of Justice.
That's what I was thinking, and she's gonna cry on her throne.
Yes, it refers to our present situation.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy, in truth, everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold. So now, it seems, we're the ones making sure it comes true.
Ooh, well.
What should we do?
Huh.
I don't know.
No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Is this what it feels like to be a prisoner of fate?
I guess so. I'm out of here, though. If you guys down, that's got nothing to do with me. I'm going back to Leeway. Leeway or Inazuma. One of the two. Oh, why did I open that? I didn't mean to open that.
If that's the case, does that mean the scene in the fourth slate will also be fulfilled soon?
Traveler, I would like to point out another small fallacy in your deductions.
Well, geez, I didn't make the deduction. This character did.
About the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meripede served as the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass, yes?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something far worse to come.
Far worse? What could be far worse than everybody being wiped off of Fontaine? Wiped off of the face of the planet? What are you talking about? What could be worse than that? Everyone's gonna be turned into oceanides, except for me. I'm out of here.
As for the root cause of the catastrophe, I believe you've already encountered it once before.
What are you talking about? Cutscene? No? Never mind.
This eruption was just a small warning of the things to come. We must find the root cause of the disaster.
I don't know. Wait. Oh, we're verifying the truth of this. Okay. The evidence that verifies the intrusion of the primordial sea into the fortress of Meripede is I don't think so. I don't think so. This one, isn't it? Fine.
Yes is a new year, new day.
New year, new me. You already know. This one?
It was both
the
dream
male.
and reality.
The male? I meant the whale. What am I talking about?
If we're talking about a true culprit, that could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
That thing? We already know it's a whale, Paimon.
The truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
Oh, a cutscene! What's happening? Oh my gosh, so many things are happening at once. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Yeah, Nublet, do something, because I... Of course I'm gonna fight this thing, of course. Oh my gosh. Is that child? What is he doing? Don't tell me I have to fight him again. I think he's good though. Is he chill? Well, we probably need to focus on this whale, not Child, at the moment. No, it's going back. Okay, now let's worry about Child. Is he gonna try to fight us, or what's happening? Are we chill? Are you good? Are you chill? You good? Are you gonna attack us? Please don't. Oh my gosh. Wait, no. He's just gone? Why? See, this is exactly why I don't like Child. Like, what is he doing?
That was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the Opera House? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
Yeah. Outrager is also the one that Child saw when he was young. What? What? How do you know he had a dream about this when he was young? What are you talking about? I'm gonna click it anyways.
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here. That whale does not belong to Teyvat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while.
What?
It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is the main cause for the rising sea levels. And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea, its next step will be...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontanians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
Me personally, I'm not letting anyone fill my blood vessels with anything.
That whale finds the blood of Fontanians nigh impossible to resist. Therefore, when it left
There's
the
now a
primordial
crack
sea,
in a world.
it decided to make its next stop a packed opera house full of food. Food in the form of Fontanians.
Oh wow, I was really trying to snack.
We just barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people again once it's managed to recover its strength?
I don't know, it looks like Child's on
Indeed,
that.
it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying
I'm not
us some
thanking
time.
Child for anything.
Without him,
I don't care.
the whale would have likely come onto land far sooner.
I don't care if he saved my brother. I don't care if he saved the world. I'm not thinking that man, alright? I'm beefing with Child every day, 24/7.
From the way he looked, he must have been fighting the creature for quite a long time.
He could give me $1 million. I would not care.
That battle maniac. We've always known that he had a special connection with that whale, but we definitely didn't expect it to help us out like this. Anyway, now that we know that this whale is the actual cause of the disaster recorded in the prophecy, all we need to do to stop the prophecy would be to find a way to beat it up, right?
Of course we're gonna beat up the stupid
too
whale.
late.
How is it too late? Don't tell me what to do.
It had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea's energy before we could notice it. At this point, it has become practically integrated with the sea itself.
Oh, it's gonna be start chomping
Even
on
if
everybody.
the entirety of Teyvat were to be destroyed, it could still survive and swim off towards some other world.
That's not something I will accept.
That's right,
We've
Nadia.
already done everything we can, and we even found the true culprit. We've come so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just not fair.
And right, I'm the
Indeed.
traveler. I can
That's
beat
not how a
anyone
grand
and
performance should
everything.
end.
I'll fight it to the end, no matter what.
You're not gonna do anything.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
Not if I have anything to do about it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
So there's nothing I can change about it? Wait, but if this is all about fate...
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall?
First of all, when did she ever say that? But... interesting.
Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Teyvat's future. All you need to do is to play your part.
Interesting. Could it be that even if the prophecy will be fulfilled, there'll still be a way to save everyone? Well, obviously, it'd be kind of whack if everyone just died here. Did I miss something? Wait, I forgot about Frina. What was it she wanted to say to me at the last moment? That's what I was saying. You didn't let her finish. Instead, you put her in this stupid trial. Another cutscene? Now look at that. We're all screwed.
What's happening with the aura trees?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
To everyone? Oh yeah, Farina. She's done. She's done.
No, I still need answers.
What is happening? What the? What is happening? Where are we? Why is that Farina in different clothes? Why does she look pretty? What's happening? What is happening? Please continue. Huh? New fit? She looks so happy. I'm confused. No, this must be... That does not sound like Farina. This must be the previous Archon or something.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
Why did her voice just change?
You are not Farina. Who
Yeah,
are
I
you?
didn't think so.
Ah, the sweet
Folklores.
sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalors. You know, the god.
Focalors. Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving
Interesting.
the heavenly principles?
Maybe she's working with, the Cryo Archon. What's her name? I forget.
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that
What does that
problem
mean,
was thrust
bemused?
upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria, for the uninitiated.
How many
It
former
hardly
Archons
gets more
were there?
disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe. Now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass.
Who are you? Then who's
And
Farina?
as one of the seven, she also knew full well that
Is there 3
one
Hydro
defies
Archons?
the heavenly principles at one's peril.
Then again, I
So
don't think
yes,
Farina's an Archon.
as you have no
I still
doubt
don't think she's an
surmised,
Archon.
it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized...
gross.
There was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time. I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor.
Is this Farina or
Although,
not?
looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up.
What is
But
happening?
One can only play the hand one is dealt.
I actually don't know what's going on.
I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So she's an ocean.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
I always dreamed of becoming human.
So is this Farina?
And I still do. even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit.
Okay.
Leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being.
Interesting. I'm a little bit, oh my gosh, can't even speak. I'm still a little bit confused, but I think I'm getting there.
The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished.
So this is like the human version. Like they're they're the same person, but separate in a way, if that makes sense. Like this is okay, you know what I mean.
Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be.
Oh, okay, I see now.
Anyway,
I see now.
so then I cursed her.
Okay.
All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon, alone, weeping on her throne.
That has to be from the trial.
In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress. To play the part of the Hydra Archon in the prophecy.
Excuse me? You're joking.
Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass.
So why was she crying? If she knew all this would happen, is everything fine? I don't think so. There's still a problem with that whale, but is it because she didn't feel accepted by, like, the people? Or, like, what's going on there?
I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So it's her, but she separated personality in a way, but also just made... It's still her, but it's like a separate human version.
It's been 500 years. And all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably
Why
long,
is it getting dark?
unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Yeah, I bet. Why is it getting dark? Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I came in contact with Farina's tears. If I remember correctly, tears often contain a being's strongest emotions. With sufficiently strong hydrosensitivity, I can form an emotional connection. Just like, bro, I was reading. Wait, could this be Farina's inner world? Farina? What is she doing on stage? Wait a moment. This probably isn't Farina. That's likely a reflection of her inner self. If I can directly speak to that self, I might be able to easily get what I wanted to know. I came here for answers. Either way, this opportunity is not to be missed. Let me try to talking to her. So we're talking to the human version now, I guess. Should I even be? Yeah, why not? It's a Fontaine character. Oh my gosh, they want me to take the long way. Fine then, I'll make it more suspenseful by walking. Not screw that, that's gonna take too long. Yo, where's the hitbox? Where's the hitbox? Oh, I gotta talk to her. Wait, low key? I wanna take a picture. Real quick. Hold up, Frina. Just give me a second. I hope you don't mind. Oh wait, I can't take a picture. Wait, no, I have a camera. Dang it, why'd I do that? Never mind, I cannot take a picture. You know what, screw this, I'll take a direct screenshot. Okay, now let's talk to her.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Frina?
All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you.
Don't look at me. What are you talking about?
State your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
What was that random message? I don't see an audience here.
Oh, do
Just
not
let
jet.
the stage lights go off, please. If only for 1 second. Huh?
I am Focalor. The eyes
The way
of
I can
countless
become myself
Fontanians
again.
are upon me. I must,
Oh, so I gotta
at
turn off the
all
lights.
times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
Or am I bugging? Something's off. There's no getting through to her. Even in her hearts of hearts, she's still playing the role of a Hydro Archon. Which sort of resolve must she have that even her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I have to find a way. She wants me to turn off the lights or something. Turn off all the spotlights. Yeah, I was gonna do that. Alright? I have more than 2 brain cells.
Dear audience, the performance
What the?
is experiencing a technical difficulty.
I got my gun. Got my gun.
The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
I actually hate these enemies.
Ha! I'm here.
Time to go. Go.
Oh dang it, I thought my kill would be done by then.
Insolent.
Think you can bully me?
Where's my gun? Where's my gun?
This one's got your name on it. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Oh wait, she's actually kind of getting better.
Watch out! Now, shaken and stirred.
See?
Okay, next spotlight.
Hey,
Off.
what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Oh dang, I missed.
Shine down, torn to oblivion.
Where's my gun? Where's my gun?
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hiya! A proper send-off from Miss Fina with love.
Why did that barely do any damage?
This one's got your name on it.
Get my gun out. Let me get my gun out.
Hey there!
Think you can bully me? No escape! This one's got your name on it! Yeah!
And you're done. Alright, one more. Oh. That's it. All the spotlights turned off. In Furina's heart, they must have symbolized the eyes of the people on her. A ticket? When did that end up here? What is that? Am I invited? Is that my seat? Either way, it looks like the show is about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Furina. Scene 1, before a mirror, Furina. Oh, I'm her. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Walk into a mirror. Oh, I look so fabulous. Can I jump? I cannot jump. Is anything behind me? It'd be creepy if there was, but okay. Thankfully, there's not.
Furina. Furina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be?
Yeah, I like how she's taller than her. Even though this is supposed to be
huh?
the exact same person.
You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me. What do you wish to say?
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think.
I'm confused.
I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh, very good. You know it well.
You probably put it in her head.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later.
Oh, good to know.
Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die?
Right.
I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone.
Oh, you can save people. I mean, that's good.
You may have to suffer somewhat.
What? Okay.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer? But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
I'm confused. What are we yapping about?
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity.
Oh, is this the beginning?
If you can keep
Which she was
it
giving
up,
her first.
then
Okay,
I shall
I get it now.
have
I get it
my
now.
way
Never
of
mind.
defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this.
You got this, Verena.
So,
Whatever's
how
happening
long
right now.
am I going to have to play
This is
this
definitely the
role?
beginning, though.
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
Oh, that's good.
Huh. How exciting.
Where's the music going?
I'll be looking forward to it.
Where's the music going? Scene 2, a session speech for Verena. I'm skipping it. I'm skipping this. There's too much talking going on, and I don't even know what's going on. Ooh, I get to sit on the throne. Why do you spawn me all the way over here? Yeah, no, duh, I gotta go to that seat. Like I said, I have more than one brain cell. Also, put Farina in VR chat, please. Jeez.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession. What should I say to most appear like a god?
Summon courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon.
Hydro Archon!
Verena de Fontaine, your new Archon.
So she already said that she's the new Archon?
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
Close politely.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would
What?
have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-backed puppet.
Wow,
What's
these
going on?
invisible people are just coming at her. I don't know what's going on, but they're really going at her right now.
If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy.
There is no people here.
Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act? Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play.
I mean, you could have gone the Venti route and just not tell anyone you're the Archon.
Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them.
5, 6, 7,
Having
8,
passed
9,
my
10,
test,
11, 12,
you
13.
are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august
No, it's 12.
self.
My bad. Miscounted.
Here in this opera house. You may consider my previous
Why is there
act
only
a
12
door
people in
gift
here?
of sorts. Now then,
Ah, so that was just a performance.
Oh, that's the
How
people
could I
who were
forgotten
doubting
that we were
her.
inside an opera house.
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity.
Imagine there's still someone who just doubts.
Her future may yet be bright.
That single one person. Never mind. Everyone believes her now.
it seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
Summon courage.
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not,
I'm
whether
skipping
you
this.
trust
I don't-
me or nay, I say to you, we have heard it said that this nation's sins can no
Turn up the
longer be
drama?
washed away. Well,
Let's turn up the drama.
scales of justice
Turn up the
should
drama,
not weigh
yeah.
heavy in the hands of its God. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
And the speech, and whatever that word means.
There is no trouble in this world so long as I, the Archon
There we go. See, I know how to make speeches. I know how to make speeches. Why did everyone just go quiet in those last 2 seconds? How many scenes are there? What am I gonna walk to next? The outside where everyone's just cheering for me? I'm just gonna walk down a red carpet? What's happening here? Why is there a bed? Is this my room? Is this where I'm gonna work?
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a
okay.
summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now. Was I not just at the opera house in person?
She said, give this
Leave
to
these kinds
Nouvelette.
of things to Nouvelette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent,
There's literally
what
no one
kind
there.
of trial
I'm
are
sorry.
you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic...
That's true,
I'm skipping
No
this.
need
I
for
understand.
pride.
I understand.
And do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now.
She looks schizophrenic. She's not talking to anyone. I have to go to each of these desks.
Lady Farina.
No need. All right.
He is due.
Oh, and that's where I go to sleep for the night. I guess I can run now.
Lady Farina, here are the...
I see. It's as I thought then. All manner. Really?
I'm...
Okay. Now time for bed. Time for bed. Unless this work, like, I don't know, sick person's gonna be? I don't know.
The day is
Never
finally
mind. This is
over.
my bed. This is my bed.
I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be safe.
Doesn't that mean, like, she ruined everything since she was found out? I don't know. Jeez Louise, how many are we doing?
Lady Farina,
This
here
one
are
would
the
be
new
5.
trial.
I'm skipping this.
They'll...
I understand, I get it.
Lady Farina.
Indeed, my dear.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring.
Okay. No more Archon duties, I think.
I don't think I let anything slip today. I just don't know when these days will end. I feel
Yeah, I mean,
utterly
it seems
exhausted.
stressful. Like, she gotta do this
Best
every
to
single
rest
day.
early today, too.
Losing my mind. I'm gonna choke myself out. This better be the last scene. Oh. Oh wow. Scene 182,375.
Lady Farina.
Oh.
I've heard that the first... Are you crying?
Oh no. I just got a I just got a piece of wood in my eye.
Really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder.
Yeah, that wasn't funny. I feel bad.
So interminable. So lonely. Just
Wait, I'm actually starting to feel bad.
longer.
Like, she had to endure that for how many days with it? Over like 100k times.
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far?
She's pretty much suffering alone, because if she tells anyone, then apparently everyone's gonna die, so I don't... That sucks.
I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
Oh my gosh. Scene 182,376. End this already. I'm actually going insane. I'm going insane just like she is.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone.
Why am I talking?
Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
That's my voice? Is this scene from when we were within that giant magic box? This was great. I didn't think the scene would replay in her inner world. Surely I'll find out what she wanted to tell me this time. Well, the fact that you said that makes me think she's not going to tell us anything.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? And if to that is
W stream.
a show
Thank
on a
you.
stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case...
Is she actually gonna say it this time?
She's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina. You shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really alright?
Yeah, I feel bad. Just, come on. You probably need a hug or something.
Farina, you've worked so hard for so long.
Yeah,
Surely
182,000
you'd put
years.
yourself first for once.
Jeez, I lose my mind
Just this
too.
once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you
Is
can
that how old she
confide
is?
your frustrations and sorrows? Sure, if you let
Oh,
this
my bad.
opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it. Long and hard.
Hmm? And that's when we got trapped in the stupid box.
No, I have nothing to say.
Never mind.
I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my
After I'm
performance
able to get
until
control of
the
my-
curtains fall.
After I'm able to get control of my character again, I'm gonna end the stream. How long has this been, by the way? Let me see. Almost 3 hours. Well. Wow, so she
Fine.
decided not to confide in her after all. She's gonna cry, isn't she? Never mind.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Right.
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself.
That's kinda sucks.
She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate.
Why are your feet out?
It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works. But that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
Yes, we figured that out. Thank
I've
you.
always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber.
And who was
It
that?
now seems that that person was
Oh.
you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
Interesting.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me.
Please don't give it away.
Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it?
But of course, with the way this story's going, they always give the freaking gnosis away, so forget it.
Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth.
The Fatui collecting these gnosises like Pokemon.
In truth,
I'm tired of it.
It is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
Who's that?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed.
We're still killing Farina?
I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, Some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be accumulated to enact this death sentence.
So is she still dying, or like, what's happening?
It was all a part of your plan then.
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, but only power of this magnitude.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon.
What? Okay, well, now I'm even more confused than I was before.
The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Huh?
In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
So Nuvolet is gonna become the Hydro Archon now? I mean, I always thought he should be, because he's he's the most mature out of everyone, but like, what? What is, then, what's gonna happen to Farina? Is she just gonna chill, or is she still gonna, like, are we still sentencing her to death? Like...
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
Wow.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked. Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
Are you singing him a lullaby right now? What is happening?
I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. Speaking of justice, I have always believed that if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then in other words, defying the prophecy and ensuring that at this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, Iudex Neuvillette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too.
What is a Iudex?
At last. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries, you are a devious one, Focalor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't catch any of that. Looks like there's a cutscene though.
The hour of my execution is almost here.
Not Farina though, right? She still lives?
The curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common.
I guess so. R.I.P.?
Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Now she's dancing? What is this goofy I'm sorry. Bro is not What's her name? I forgot. Forget it. Oh, she's dancing now. She's awaiting her death, I guess. Me personally, I'm not dancing when I'm about to die, but hey, whatever makes me look cooler, I guess. Wait. Wait, Farina is not actually dead, though, right? She's dead, obviously, but, like, not Farina. Oh, yeah, she's fine, she's fine. Oh, look at her. Thank you, Farina, for all you've done. Aww. From this moment on, please live happily as a human, just as I wish we could. Huh. Oh my gosh. Now Nuvolet's crying like crazy. Looks like he's the Archon now.
I, Eudex Nuvolet, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Oh wow. This was intense. So is he the new Archon, or like... Because obviously Farina's not the Archon anymore. She's just human.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
Oh, trust me, you missed a lot.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
But didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
Well, he changed his mind.
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtained power just now?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice. The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring Narwhal.
That was not in Narwhal.
Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
Where's Frida? Wait, hold up. Frina's fine, right? Oh no, this is a boss battle. Oh, I should have known.
We're going to execute it?
I knew it.
But how are we going to do that? It's huge!
Well, how do I attack it?
I've already done my best to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from the whale. But considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source.
It's not taking any hits.
Unless we can
I'm
find
actually
a way
so
to
weak.
attack it from within. I shall
Attack it from within? What do I do?
Dragon's power with you.
Am I supposed to avoid that? Yeah, probably. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's gonna eat me. It's gonna eat me. Look how much health it's not taking. Okay. Chill out. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Destroy this? Okay.
The all-devouring Narwhal cannot resist its
There we go.
Continue to trigger its
Are we
hostility.
good? Are we good?
Chance will present itself.
Nothing happens. Okay. At least I didn't waste my ult. Oh. Not on my watch. No, wait. What the? What is happening?
Really scary.
What is this? Oh yeah. I'm screwed.
Illusion shattered. Now you
Electro
shall
against
perish.
Electro? Is that what's going on here? No, of course not. Okay.
I have granted you my protection. Do not
Oh,
fear.
thank you. Thank you.
Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
Boss battle music's kind of crazy. Where's my gun? Where's my gun?
This one's got your name on it. This one's got your name on it.
Manifest the authority of the ancient dragons.
Manifest
Witness
what?
the might of the primordial sea.
I did 13k and it did nothing. Well, probably because he has a shield on. I get it.
Look at you, Boo Down. Coming at you. This one's got your name on it.
Nouvellette, whatever power you just put on me, it's not working. Destroy what? I'm lost. His shield still won't destroy. Use the power of female. What are you talking about?
Feeling lucky? Fire! Well, with loss. Scratch.
What power? What power? Hold up. No. This music's fire though. No, I don't have anything here. Am I supposed to collect something?
Shake it and stir.
Use the power of what?
That's the way.
What did I just do? See, this is exactly what I mean. Oh, we're done? Wow, that was quick. Where's Child? Yeah, I didn't think that would work so easily. What is happening? Huh? Who is that? Who is this? Why you just threw Child in a port? Who are you? This is a new character?
Thanks for helping with the
This
cleanup.
character does not look like
Should have
she
been my
belongs in this
job,
game
but-
either.
Oh well.
This is Mika all over again. You should be in Honkai or something.
It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder.
Disciple?
Power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk,
Child
right?
has a master? Skirk?
It's just that he gave us the impression that she was
Skirk belongs in Honkai, not this game.
talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak.
Alright,
so you
buddy.
may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person will take an all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to agree. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss...
The point.
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master...
Oh my
right,
gosh.
His name is Sertologi.
Who? Right. What are you talking about?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Yeah, no one knows who that is.
Huh. So Master is insufficiently famous.
The fowl?
No one heard of that.
Still nothing?
Ooh, that one we've heard!
Wait, what?
Doctor's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. But I suppose you understand now, yes?
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person?
Actually, never mind that. That the all-devouring such roiling as such.
I'm sure
The
this is
Fontaine,
important,
in
but
other words, the prophecy that
I'm
you've been
trying to end the
fretting
stream.
over should now be in full swing.
What?
Just little to be surprised about, Paimon. It is natural, after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it. What? Didn't we just end it?
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
Right.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
What? Okay, well now I'm confused again. How did Fontaine drown? Wait.
Hey! Help! Over here!
How are people not drowning? So Fontaine did flood after all, but everyone just coming up to the surface, like everything's cool. How are they not drowning? What about the children? What about the people who can't swim? There's like 7 people in that water. Oh. Interesting. Oh my gosh, it's my man. I mean, it's Rylette, right? Yeah.
Hurry! Hey, lend a hand!
And how are people not drowning? Oh, there's the kids. Wait, who's that girl? She looks interesting. Oh, and then Fremine is just looking for the people who are like stuck or something. Okay.
Look! The water's receding!
Interesting. Alright, so things worked out, I guess.
Face purple crying, face purple crying, face purple crying.
What are you talking about? The prophecy was right, and it did flood. What is he talking about?
Face
It happened.
purple crying, face purple crying, face purple crying.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Folklore. But everything's fine. Look, Rena, woo!
Are you right?
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong.
Aww. This kind of makes me happy. Oh, that was nice. Now, can I get control of my character now? Finally. Finally. Jeez, that was so long. That was actually so long. R.I.P. to Folklore. I'm glad everyone's just chilling now. We're just gonna pretend none of that happened, I guess. That, that was cool, that was cool. I'm gonna collect my rewards, all of them. I know there's more. Never mind. They said one one achievement for completing those 2 hours. Thank you. Alright. Well, I think we can finally end the stream. Oh look, so peaceful. Why are people already arguing? You were just saved. They're already arguing. Chill out. Okay, well, the stream has now been officially 3 hours. And I think it was a pretty decent stream. I got a little confused towards the end, but I think I understand it now a little bit. But yeah, thank you for coming on, even if it was for a little bit. Thank you. And if you come on later, I also appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if you want more. And I will see you in the next stream. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna end it like this. Goodbye.